Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you how to deploy Claude Desktop to Windows 11 via Windows Intune. Before we get started, one thing to note, you must have Microsoft 365 licensing that includes Intune. That will be Business Premium and most enterprise SKUs like Microsoft 365 E3 or E5. If you're unsure whether your SKU is supported, check your Microsoft 365 Admin Center for Microsoft Intune, or simply Google your SKU to verify Intune is included. Okay, so there are two items we need to set up in Intune. First, we'll need to deploy the Claude MSIX app package, and secondarily, the PowerShell script to enable the VirtualMachinePlatform requirement to allow Claude Cowork features. To get started with the Claude MSIX package, go to the support article on Claude's website and download the Claude MSIX x64 package. Once the MSIX package has downloaded, open Intune and go to Apps on the left-hand side, select Windows and click Create. From the drop-down menu, select Line of Business App, select your app package you downloaded from the Claude site, and upload your Claude MSIX file you downloaded. Click Open and OK. In the app information section, you can keep the defaults or add details like name and description. So next, let's go to assignments. You can either click the next button or click the number 2 at the top. For assignments, you want to add all devices or a subset if preferred. If this is going out in production, I would recommend doing a subset just to verify you have everything correct. So during my setup of this, Microsoft will default to the user install context and not the device install context. This is a critical step and one that I missed, so you will definitely want to switch this from user context to device context. This will prevent permission issues on the end user device. Click OK, then Next, then Create. Next, if you want to use Cowork feature in Claude Desktop, you'll want to create the PowerShell script to enable the virtual machine platform in the background. So I'll put the command in the video description as well, but you'll see it here on the screen too. So just save that file as a .ps1 file. You'll go back into Intune under Devices, then Scripts and Remediation, then Platform Scripts, add Windows 10 and later, name it something like Enable Virtual Machine Platform, then upload your script. So click the toggle No for Run with Logged On Credentials. Also select No to force script signature check, and then you'll want to keep it Yes for running in 64-bit PowerShell hosts. Add this to all devices and users if you wish, then click Create. Now here again, if you're deploying this, you can also just select a subset of users and devices, but for this tutorial, I'm going to select all users and all devices. Note that the script that I included does not automatically restart the endpoint. If you wanted to automatically restart the endpoint, you can, but if this is going out into production, it's probably a bad idea. So what could potentially happen is the Claude app gets deployed. The Claude app itself works, but Cowork doesn't. That is to be expected until the reboot occurs. A reboot is required for the virtual machine platform feature to become fully enabled. Users should reboot once Claude Desktop appears if they haven't before. Now, let's check the deployment on the actual end user device. Here you can see Claude has successfully deployed, and we can go through the normal login process. You'll see that all the features here, chat, Cowork, and code, are all available, and Claude Desktop successfully deployed. So from here on out, the rest of the video is troubleshooting steps. So if you already got Claude working, great, congratulations. If not, the next few things may help you. Here's a few items that I ran into or encountered during my research and when I was deploying this. Okay, so the first place I would start if Claude Desktop is not deploying properly is to open Event Viewer. So you want to go to Event Viewer, Applications, and Service Logs, drop down to Microsoft, then Windows, then AppX deployment-server, and select the Microsoft-Windows-AppX deployment server /operational. This will be where you'll find the logs for the Claude deployment. So if you're not understanding the logs you're reading, just take a screenshot of them or copy and paste the message into AI. AI will do an amazing job to help you figure out what might be going wrong. So I would start there, open Event Viewer. When you have Event Viewer open, I would check for error logs. So one of the error logs that I found when trying to deploy Claude was it says administrator privileges required to install packaged service. So with that error, we'll want to refer back to the package. We want to set that to a device install context and not a user install context. So I would start there if you're getting administrative privilege error messages within Event Viewer. The next error you may run into is Claude not installing in a timely fashion. So for that particular issue, I would try to force a sync. If you're at the user device, just go into Windows 11 settings, drop down to accounts, and then access worker school, and click your account and select info. And then underneath there should be a place where you can click a sync button that's underneath device sync status. This will connect in with Intune to pull the latest policies. If you don't have access to the end user device, I would go into Intune under devices, and then select Windows for the platform, find the device that you want to sync, click on it, and then just hit sync. Clicking sync will force Intune to check in with the device, and if the policy is not current, update the policy and push the app more quickly. The next one is more Intune related, but there is a possibility that your device is joined to Entra, but not configured to be managed by Intune. And you can check on the end user device by simply going to settings, accounts, access worker school, and you should see two things. One that says connected to your Entra ID account, and then one that says connected to your MDM. And if you're not seeing it connected to the MDM, you'll need to go over to the Microsoft 365 panel, to Windows, enrollment, and automatic enrollment, and just verify the MDM user scope is set to all or the particular target group that you're planning to enroll into Intune, and then just save your settings. That's it for this video. If this video helped you, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. It really does help. And feel free to post in the comment section if you have any questions or comments surrounding this. I do anticipate some of these things changing as the app changes, so I'll try to post comments as things change. And as always, thanks for watching.